Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard for African Diaspora News Channel. I've got some breaking news for you today. Of course, we're going to keep our eye on the ball with this story, but right now, I just want to give you the information. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. Guess what, family? I am in receipt of a letter right now addressed to the mayor of Chicago. This was just at the March 26th, so this just happened at the airing at the time of this recording. This is with the heading from the 119th Congress Committee on Homeland Security. Yes, from the U.S. House of Representatives. It says to the Honorable Brandon Johnson, which some of us call him dishonorable, but we're going to leave it alone for now. The Committee on Homeland Security, the committee is conducting oversight of the Department of Homeland Security's Department Shelter and Services Program, known as SSP. Are y'all listening? SSP is the Shelter Services Program, which it says grants financial support to non-federal entities that provide sheltering and related activities to non-citizen migrants following the release from the department. On February 11, 2025, Cameron Hamilton, the senior official performing the duties of Federal Emergency Management Agency, which is FEMA, administrator, filed a brief in opposition to a challenge to an Office of Management and Budget directive that pauses certain federal funding, in which he stated that FEMA temporarily paused funding to SSP, quote, based on significant concerns that the funding is going to entities, y'all listening, engaged in or facilitating illegal activities. Based on Mr. Hamilton's assertions, the committee is concerned that funds awarded, obligated, and distributed through the SSP were approved under the Biden-Harris administration without proper oversight of the recipients of the programs. It says Congress authorized $650 million for the SSP program in fiscal year 2024 through the Further Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2024. It said that FEMA, it goes on to say on the next page, it says allocated, yes, and distributed, it says here, $13,441,881.46 to the city of Chicago. Are y'all listening? For the fiscal year 2024 through its SSP. Remember, that's the shelter program, right? Allocated SSP program. It says, and $12,288,565 to the city of Chicago for the fiscal year 2024 through its SSP competitive SSP-C program. The committee seeks, y'all listening, a full accounting of funds awarded to Chicago for the fiscal year 2024 SSP to ensure its compliance with federal law. It says to aid the committee with this oversight of the SSP, please provide the following. It gave them to October 9th. Y'all, they gave him 5 demands. It says all documents and communications between any employee, contractor, or volunteer of the city of Chicago and any employee or contractor of the Department of Homeland Security, including but not limited to email, memorandums, text messages, or any other phone application or any phone application referring or related to the Shelter and Services Program from October 2023 to January 19, 2025. 2, a copy of all applicants submitted to the Department of Homeland Security about the city of Chicago. 3, I'm moving quickly, family, giving you the gist of each one. A copy of the justification document submitted to the Department of Homeland Security during the grant process. Are y'all hearing me? Including but not limited to performance program reports and payment requests. 4, a document sufficient to show any sub-applications that receive sub-awards from the city of Chicago SSP, y'all, SSP A-A and SSP-C awards. And 5, all documents and communications between any employee, contractor, or volunteer of the city of Chicago and any employee, contractor, or volunteer of any SSP-A or SSP-C sub-applications that receive sub-awards from the city of Chicago or SSP-A-A or SSP C awards. Are y'all listening? Including but not limited to email, memorandums, text messages, and messages on phone applications referring to or related to the Shelter and Services Program on October 1st, 2023 to the present. It talks about the attachment contains instructions for responding to the request. It talks about the Rule 10 of the U.S. House of Representatives, the Committee and the Homeland Security. So it gives this authority, its principle, and it's signed by different members. Now, family, the walls are closing in on y'all's mayor out there. What in the heck is really going on there in Chicago? Now, I'm letting y'all know that because I don't know how long it's going to take the city to get this information. And I don't know how long it's going to take mainstream media to pick this up so that you all can have the information you need to hold them accountable. But how many of y'all know I told you all before, because y'all know he's under another investigation from Congress. He testified along with some of these other so-called sanctuary city mayors and stuff. And one of the things I told you all, ain't no telling what might come up in the documents that they were supposed to submit related to communications, emails, phones, texts, and all that. That's not about their private information, things that the world has no business knowing. I'm talking about stuff that's related to y'all's money in taxes. Because he has been so non-transparent, and because he has put billions of dollars, millions of dollars before illegals over you all. Yeah, baby, we want to know all this stuff. I can't wait to see what you have to say about it. For now, I just wanted to give you the news. You know we're going to stay on top of this, beloved, but the walls are closing in on him. And they're saying this is based on serious concerns over illegal activities. We know for sure that there's illegal stuff that's been going on there, and they've justified that such illegality. Y'all's mayor still think he has all day to do what we tell him to do in terms of giving tangibles and resources to foundational Black Americans, while he's sitting here playing these games and promoting and advocating and giving resources to other groups. My name is Vicki Dillard, beloved. Be sure to check out my website at VickiPlanet.com, my products and services. Share the broadcast, comment